Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kudash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, now, just wanted to get into this lesson, all right, concerning, in terms of things that we lay before, okay, what are the most important things, the priority, okay, and is inspired by this precept here, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. It says here, for we brought nothing into this world. You know what? Let's start at 5. It says, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. But godliness with contentment is great gain. Okay? And the scriptures also go talk about him that hath little understanding, but fear of the Lord. All right, basically is in a better position. Okay, or little wisdom and fear of the Lord. Roughly paraphrasing. I know it's in the book of Ecclesiasticus. But, like it says in verse 7, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we carry nothing out. Okay, so when we came into this world, understand that all the things that were accumulated in terms of carnality, all right, are just that. Okay, it tells you in James that what we are but a smoke, okay, like a vapor. Every time we get incarnated, but the one thing that does stay with us, okay, is what we are able to accomplish in our spirit, okay, the knowledge that we gain, okay, and the step closer, all right, we get towards righteousness. That is what we're able to leave with, okay. So in terms of where your focus should be, it should be on improving your spirit, all right, because when Yahweh Shai comes back and he gives us those new bodies, you're not taking your gold chain or your favorite wristwatch, all right, or your fresh J's, okay, or any of that. The body that you're in right now, you're not even taking. So what you are going to be taking into the kingdom is going to be the spirit that's within you, okay? So why not benefit that? Why not grow that? You know, you have a lot of people that worry about worldly gain, okay, as if that's the end all be all. But when you die, as King Solomon said, your riches are left unto another. Okay, so people go so hard for this, that, and the third. Hey, look, you might have certain infirmities, but understand that that's not going to be all right forever. See, the scriptures say that the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmities, but a broken spirit who can bear. All right, so you want to make sure that the main thing, important thing, is your spirit. Okay, that's what you want to make sure is right, your spirit. You want to make sure your spirit has dominance over your flesh, so that you're not giving in. All right, because if you end up with that broken spirit, not in a righteous sense, okay, it's really over for you. All right. Now it says, but godliness with content is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. So when you die, what is Yahweh Shai gonna give you a sentence based on? When you go back to the spirit world before the judgment seat, all right, what is your sentence gonna be based on? Is it gonna be based on the how many gold chains you were able to acquire, you know, or that fly ass T-shirt you got on? No, it's gonna be based on what you did. Okay, what your spirit within your flesh. Okay, what path did you go down? Did you subject your spirit to your flesh and give in to the desires and not improve yourself in the spirit and not seek righteousness? Because seeking righteousness comes from within the spirit. All right, it starts there. All right, it's not a thing about just the carnality, because you can see things with your eyes, you can hear things with your ears, but it has to be what? Mixed with faith, and that comes from your spirit. Okay, faith is not a thing of the flesh. Because if that's the case, we would have lost our faith each time we got incarnated. Okay? Because your faith would die with your flesh. But your faith, things like your faith and that's why they call spiritual gifts, the ability to prophesy. All right? The ability to, these scriptures are embedded in our spirit. And that's why I believe it was Peter that said it. Okay, pure remembrance. Put an extra E. All right. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1, it says, "This second epistle, beloved, I write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance." So even when we came into this truth and we had to learn this all over again, we were remembering it. Okay, it was being stirred up, and that's why it made so much sense. Okay, because it has already been in our spirit. Your spirit doesn't forget things, but in this flesh, the Lord has put a mental block on our remembrance of things. So our memory, all right, in this flesh, we're not able to acquire all the memories of our spirit, because our spirit has experienced so many different things. I mean, we've been on the earth countless times through the different incarnations, the different reincarnations. Okay, and each time your spirit grew and your spirit learned something new, had a different experience. Okay, so that's what you want ultimately. All right, ultimately what you want is to be able to strengthen your spirit, because that's what you're going to be able to take, as Paul said here. Okay, the same way you came in, what did you come into this world with? You came into this world with your spirit. So when you leave, what leaves this world? Your spirit. So while you're on the earth, what you want to do is you want to come on the earth, and if your spiritual level is on a 1, you want to leave on a higher level than you came in. You want through your experiences while being in the flesh, you want to better your spirit to the best of your ability. All right, because everything really harps and dwells on the spirit. That comes first. It says, "And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content." All right, now moving on. This is the book of John, chapter 6, verse 27. "Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him hath the Most High, the Father, sealed." And that's really starting with this truth. Okay, so the meat which perisheth, the things concerning, the meta-realistic things, they come and go. All right, they come and go, man. But the things of the spirit, all right, that's permanent. That stays. You see? So ultimately, that's what you want to focus on. And how do you better your spirit? By well, let's get a nice precept. The book of John, chapter 6, verse 63. Okay, this is John 6 and 63. "It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing." So if you're sowing, whoa, let's get that also. Okay, shall of the flesh reap. Okay, Galatians 6 and 8. So in John 6, let me just put these side by side. In John 6, it says what? "It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing." Okay, so now before we finish that, let's jump here. It's Galatians 6 and 8. "For he that soweth to his flesh," you investing in your flesh, "shall of the flesh reap" what? "Corruption. But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap everlasting life." So you want to sow to the spirit. Let's look up the word soweth. Spero. To sow, scatter seed, metaphor of proverbial sayings. Let's see what's in here. To draw one sword. All right, they're not really giving me much. I mean, but we understand what it means by to sow. Okay. So basically, if you put your energy and you invest into the flesh, you're gonna reap corruption. You're not gonna gain anything. If you came in, when your spirit came on the earth, you on a level 1, okay, and you basically sowing, all right, into the flesh, you might just stay at a level 1, or you might go down to a level 0 by the time you go back to the spirit world. Whatever you have is gonna be taken from you, as the scriptures say. The scriptures talk about what? Even that which he hath. Now, when you sow to the spirit, that means what? You're building your spirit. Each time you came on the earth, you did what you were supposed to do, your faith grew. All right, and that stays in your spirit. That remembrance stays in your spirit. Okay, so that is the key thing that you want to focus on, and that starts by what? This truth, man. You listen to the videos, you watch, you watch the videos, you learn, you read the scriptures, you study. That builds up your spirit, and it builds up the ingredients that make a strong spirit: faith, hope, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay. So going on, John 6:63, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay, so these words are spirit and life. So how do you strengthen your spirit? You read these words. Okay, and did Yahushua not say that the lo, I come on the volume of the book, for it is written of me? So your main way to strengthen your spirit, to gain, to sow to the spirit, is by doing the things of the scriptures, reading the scriptures, walking in the ways of the scriptures. All right, making decisions that are spiritual. All right, and what you start is like working out in the spirit. Okay, fastings included. Now this is First Peter chapter 2 verse 2. It says, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. So what's really growing when you come into this truth and you desire the sincere milk and you start to grow? What is actually growing? Is your spirit. All right, your spirit is actually growing. You're getting stronger in the spirit. That's why over time, certain demons that would try to get you before, they can't get you anymore. Because demons really they come after your flesh, but it's to weaken your spirit. So as you grow, what is it inside you that's really growing is your spirit. Okay? Because you might not get physically taller, You might not, you might gain more information in your brain, but that's utilized by your spirit. Okay? So you gotta desire the sincere milk of what? Of the word. All right, that is how you sow to the spiritual, and that is how you grow thereby. Okay, and that's what is key in this truth, man. Constant growth. Okay, you grow that you may help others grow. All right. So with that, I hope you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.